Okay, after that, as you can see, okay, as you can see on my screen, topics for today. Here we will going to learn two important topics which you will going to use in your, you can say, framework. Okay, so from Monday you are from Monday you are going to develop the framework from the scratch. Okay, so whatever the things you have learned till now, like TestNG, Maven, everything, that one we are going to develop one framework end to end. Okay, so in that framework as well, you will going to use this screenshot. Okay, so whenever, so what is the requirement of taking that screenshot? You can see. So suppose what happen in the real time, whenever your test case fails. So sometimes client may ask you that whenever our test case is failing, so provide me the path, provide me the screenshot of that web page where our test case code failed. So this is the reason we have to understand how to take screenshots as well. So let us first understand this one and then I will come to this. Okay, second one, which is also very important topic of Maven. So let us start with this first one. So okay, let me come to Eclipse. So this is one Maven project. So you can see the my project name here. In this project I will tell you the screenshot methodology and what is the Maven profiling. Okay, so this is why I have given this name, and this is also a Maven project. Okay, so this is my founder.xml file, as you can see. Okay, I have not done any changes in this file as of now. Okay, so after that, what I will do, let me come to this. So before doing anything, let me first invoke, write the code so that I can, you can say, invoke my Chrome browser. Select property. What is the key value? WebDriver. So Chrome.driver. This is the key, and what is the value? Value would be my, you can say, let me open this. Here I am having the, you can say, Chrome driver.exe file. I think it is here. Copy this path, paste the path here, and after the path provide from driver.exe file name. Okay, this is my actual file name from driver. So from driver.exe, save it. Okay, after that, so what I will write, WebDriver driver equals to, this is the same command, WebDriver driver equals to new Chrome driver to invoke my Chrome. So these two steps are common in the every text message, you can see. Let me import the package. Okay, one more thing, the pom.xml file. Okay, I have already provided this. I hope you know how to get this dependency from the Maven. Okay, so go to Maven repository, go with this, and okay, one more thing, let me tell you. Where are you? So if I open this, first of all, I want to work with Selenium, so I want to get the Selenium dependency. Let Selenium only and hit enter. So this is the one. Okay, so yesterday I was working with this one, latest one, but after I have imported the latest this one, I was getting some kind of unnecessary error. So this is the reason I will not go with this. I will use this. Okay, so this, by doing this I was not getting any some kind of error, so I am just using this one. Okay, so come here and copy this. So you can see the version is 3.141.5. So here I have pasted that. You can see save one and hit control and save. After that, you can import the package. Okay, otherwise you will not get the package if you do not import that Selenium dependency in the home.xml file. So import the package. Chrome will come here. So let me open one website so that we can work with the screenshot. So let us go with W3 School. So what is the, you can say, I think it is, let me open W3 School. Yeah, this is the one. So copy the URL. Okay, what I will do, I want to take the screenshot of this page. Then how we can do, see here. Let me provide the URL. Okay, so till then what will happen? It will just open your URL. After that, a screenshot we have to take. So to take that, let me write it here to take the screenshot. Type fast your, or you can say in the simple language, convert. Okay, convert your driver object. Okay, this is the driver object to, you can say, take screenshot. Okay, there is one interface, you can see this is one interface. Okay, so we are just typecasting our, you can see, let me write it first, screenshot. Okay, so this is one interface, this is an interface. So how we can typecast our driver object so that it can uh, take the screenshot. So write like this, driver. Okay, so after that, before that, write, you can say takes screenshot. Okay, so takes SCREN, screenshot. So this you have to do. After that, let me place this topic. Okay, so what is this? So after that, I will write, I will provide you one package. Okay, so here as of now, before, okay, let me write first get dot get. This is one method. If it will not suggest it, so no issue. We will just write the method there. Okay, after when we will typecast our driver object to this, I am typecasting my driver object to this one, and after that I will be using one method which is get screenshot s. So how, in both way I want to get the screenshot, I will provide inside the method. I want to get the screenshot in the form of file. So that can be JPG file, that can be PNG file as well. Okay. So I will write, I want the output, write output, and just provide what is the output type. It should be a file. So this is the reason I will provide dot file. So remove that T here. Okay, okay, file. So after that, let me import the package. Okay, this is the one. So what is the error? I don't think that we should get any error. Okay, this is one extra. Okay, I think it is fine. Okay. What I am doing here, see this line. I am first. This is my original object, just I have created. I am saying I am typecasting into that take a screenshot object. After we typecasted that our object to this, we will have one method which is get screenshot text. Okay, you can see what this method is saying. Capture the screenshot. This method will capture the screenshot and place it in the specified location. So once you will get that screenshot of the page where you have to place that. So suppose that variable src variable will have the screenshot, which has the this variable have the screenshot. But you can see I am saying output type is a file. So I will use this file here to import that because I am getting the output in the form of file. So here I am saying just create this class. Okay, so this variable src is a type of which type of that file, so that once you will get the screenshot from here in the form of file, you can place it here. Okay, once you place the screenshot, so this variable will have the screenshot. I want to that screenshot in my local directory. So if I want that, I want to have my screenshot here. I want to have my screenshot somewhere here. Okay, so let me remove this. Okay, let me remove this. Let me know. Okay, so I want my screenshot here in my local. So let me first see what is the path. What is the path of this directory? You can see user. So we scroll down. So till then, copy the path. Okay. So okay. After that, what I will say, there is one class which is called file utils. File utils. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to copy the file. You can write copy and write. Okay. So I think you will not be able to get the package of this. If it has, I think we are able to do it. Yeah. So okay. So if you do not get, suppose, I think we're getting it. Yesterday I was getting the error, but okay. So one more thing, let me tell you here only. If you do not get this package of this one, okay, sir, maybe you will not get that import one. What I'm telling you, sir, if you hover the mouse, maybe you will not get it for the first time. Maybe I will. I'm already having that in my project. Okay, so how you can go and get the dependency of this? So come to this. You come here. Type common IO. Okay, common IO. Okay, let me click on search. I come here, then this is the dependency we have to. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me copy the dependency from here and paste it here. Still, let me paste it. Okay, and maybe when I pasted yesterday, so it has downloaded the dependency. This is the reason I was getting that import statement. So if I say try to do that again, so you can see that I am getting two kind of this. So okay, so this is the one you have to get. Okay, commons IO, not this one. Okay, so go with this one only. Okay, so after importing that dependency, go with the second one. Okay, after that I have to copy the file. So from where I have to copy? Your original screenshot is present here. So write this. I want to get, or you can say I want to copy my screenshot file from here to my directory. So I will write like that. Inside that I will say my directory path. So what is the path? Would be from here to here. So after that, so let me provide semicolon of that. Add throws declaration. Okay, so add. So what is this step is doing? So let me explain you again. First, we are typecasting our driver object to that take a screenshot. Once we typecasted it, it has the power to call this method that will take the screenshot. And how it will take the screenshot in the form of file. So once your web page will open and it will take the screenshot of this page, that screenshot will be placed in this variable. Okay. After the time change, this class, you can see copying the files and directory. So this class will help us. This class will have one static method because I'm not creating the object, I'm calling it directly. So this is one static, you can say. Okay, this method will help us to copy the screenshot from which is present inside this variable to our local directory. And after that, you will provide the path. You have to write the name of the file. So let me uh, name that as screenshot. Let me give a name of W3 school. After that, I will have to tell what kind of the file format it should be, whether it should be JPG or PNG. So let me go with JPG first. I'm saying this should be my file name. So as of now, you can see no file is present with that name. Okay, because I have not run the program. But once I will run that, you will see one screenshot there. If I run this, let us wait. You can see it is okay. I should have opened that in the full screen mode. Anytime we will do it next time. So our program is finished. You can see terminated, which means our program is finished. If I open my directory, so I should find that one file, a screenshot of W3 school. Open this. You can see that the time you can see 1847, right? So this is our current time. So open it. You will find the screenshot of that particular page. So is it clear to everyone that what are these two lines are doing? Please confirm. Then we will proceed for that.
Can you repeat it once again from the dependency file we are copying and then this one
Sorry.
quickly? Can you explain, once again from the file where we are copying the dependency and these two line?
Okay, okay, sure, no sure. So what I was saying, uh, let me come here. So this dependency, whatever we have used, okay, I got it from here. I think yeah, commons IO, right? So you can see this is the dependency commons IO, and if I come here to this file, you can see this class is present inside the org.apache.commons IO, right? So this is the reason I have used that dependency to get so that I can get the package of this file. Yeah, okay, so that we can use this class and the file and the method. Okay, so this is one dependency which we have to add. Okay, so this is only one dependency, and after that you can say uh, okay, so we will deal with that later, so let me remove it as well. Okay, so we do not require it. So after that, this is also the one dependency which you have to add. Okay, and which is Selenium one. So it is the common one, so that you can use WebDriver in every class which is present inside the Selenium. So these are the two, you can say, dependency which we have to incorporate into that pop.xml file. Okay, after that, let me come it here again. Once what these file are doing, these two lines are doing, this driver is our actual object, you can see. And what I'm saying, I'm typecasting my driver object. Okay, just like you in Java, I hope you know that if we have to convert integer to float, we use some concept which is called typecasting. Okay, so here also I am changing my driver limitation, you can say, driver object limitation, so that it can take the screenshot. So this is how you can typecast. And once you have typecasted it, okay, so put dot operator. This is the method get screenshot as. So this method will help you take the screenshot. And inside the parameter of that method, I am saying I want to get the screenshot in the file format. Okay, and once you will get the screenshot of the page, that will be placed in source, and it will be in the file format because I am saying dot file. And after that, in the next line, I am using this class. So what this class will do, you can see, it has one method which will help us to copy the file and directly whatever it is. So this class has this method copy file. You can see copies a file to a new location. Okay, and it is also saying that I will also provide you the date at which exact date, okay, you have taken the screenshot, you can see. So this file will copy the our required screenshot from this file source, you can see, variable to our local directory. So this is how we have to take the screenshot. So is it clear now?
Yeah, yes, sir. Sumit.
Sanjeevi has,
Yeah, it's
yes.
clear. Yeah, it's clear. It's clear.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you, Sanjeevi.
I got it.
So okay, this is one thing, but you, as I have told you in the beginning of this section, that we do not want to take the screenshot of this homepage every time, right? Suppose if I come to Amazon website, okay, let me open it in the, okay, let me open Amazon here, Amazon. So if I am here, so every time I do not want to take the screenshot of this homepage, right? So at which condition I have to take the screenshot? Suppose I came here, suppose I came here, okay, dash. After that, our suppose in our manual test case, and it is written that you have to check. Let me wait for the total. So you have to test whether uh, you can say, okay, let me open this. It will be more easy. Okay, so I am saying that in my test case, what I have to automate is that first come to this page and check whether this Hindi option is available, right? Suppose I want to check. So this is my test case. So what happened? Or you can say I want to see whether this English text, or you can say this one, that will be more good, whether this button is present or not, right? So what I will do, I will get the text whether that save changes text is present or not. So how are we going to get the text? So here, before that, I will say if save changes, save changes dot equals. So here, whatever the text I am writing on the right hand side, sorry, save changes, right? So this, as of now, okay, you can use the get text method, but I am just doing it directly, okay, so that I can show that at which condition I have to take the screenshot. So we are just validating our test case. So I will provide a else condition. If so, if my test case is passing, so there is no need of taking the screenshot, right? So I don't think that any client will ask for that. Maybe they won't, then this is the different condition. But the main condition is that whenever your test case will fail, I have to take the screenshot. So I will place my screenshot code here. So here what is happening? You can see this text. Assume this text I am getting from the website, from here, with the help of get text method. Okay, I hope you know how to fetch the text of this. So you came here, and suppose you get the same changes should be here, same text which you want to compare with. So suppose these are the same text. So left text is the one I will provide. Okay, so to check whether the text is similar which I have provided. Okay, So in that case, what will happen? Your test case condition will be true, and after that, inside that I will write. Inside that I will write test case working fine. So I do not want to take a screenshot. This is one condition. But suppose after some code changes, right? You are getting this text from the website with the help of get text method, but after some code changes, this text will become like this. So here we will see that which is not going to be correct because I do not want our text to be changed. So this time what will happen? This condition will fail and we will come to else part. And here, as soon as your test case will fail, so suppose I will provide assertion, some kind of assertion here, okay, before this code. So test case will fail and immediately I want to take the screenshot. So this is the condition where you have to take the screenshot. So is it clear to everyone that then that at what condition I have to take the screenshot? Is it clear to everyone?
Yeah, yes, Sumit.
Okay, but here, okay, so here when you will, okay, can you tell me that here, suppose I have 5,000 methods. Suppose if I am having 5,000, you can say test case, okay, test case I am having in my project. So suppose I want to check for the 5,000 test case at which uh, when that test case will fail, I want to take the screenshot. So will I going to write my screenshot code? This is my screenshot code every time into that test case, or there should be some you can say some other thing we can do. I hope you already done with the test ng part. Here I think Pantan has explained you that some one thing that we can use something so that we don't have to write this code over and over again. Any anyone remember that? Anyone? What I'm what I mean that
Can you repeat the question?
sorry.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Question is I am saying I have 5,000 test case. So for each test case, suppose all the from the 5,000, suppose 1,000 test case fail. So will I going to write this? You can say this screenshot code for every test case, or there should be some other thing we can do so that we do not have to write this code over and over again. This is what I am asking. So if you have attended that test ng lecture, in that I think Vandan has explained you one thing. So I think
Is it a parameter one?
no, it is not the one. Okay, so let me tell you.
Under data parameter, okay.
So can we use listener here? I think if I say listener, there is some
Okay.
interface listener. I
Yeah,
hope
yes, yes.
now
Listen.
you are able to recognize it. So what I'm saying, when see here we are not going to see that listener here. Okay, when you will come to that framework section, there we will use some. So what listener will do every time? Suppose out of those 5,000, 1,000 test case fail. So at a time only one will fail, and after that next will fail. So what I will do? Okay, so listener interface will have some method. So suppose let me write it here. I'm saying listener interface have method. Have some methods I will say, and which class, whichever class will implement it, will whichever class will implement it will have to define all the methods because it is an interface. All the define all methods of you can say interface, which is listener. Listener interface is the one. So what? So one of the method I think is, as I remember is on test pass, something like this. Okay, I'm not
Yeah,
sure
on test
exactly.
success.
This is one of the
Correct.
method
On test success.
on test failure. This is also one of the method. Okay, so in the framework section, when you will come, you will going to use this method. So what are those methods? So I have already told you that when the test will fail, I want to take the screenshot. So what I will do, I will cut this entire code from here and I will paste it here. Okay, so what will happen? So for okay, let me write it again. So what I am saying, what will happen every time? Suppose from 5,000 test case again, 1,000 test case fail. So suppose first test case fail. So when the test will fail, control come here. Okay, as soon as the test case fail, I'm saying control will come here and take the screenshot for the first test case. Okay, and again when the second test case will fail, control will come here because our test case is failing. So then you will again take the screenshot. Likewise for whatever the test case number will fail, every time whenever the test case will fail, control come here and take the screenshot. So this way, with the help of listener, we are not going to write this code for every test case. So is it clear to everyone?
So Sumit, we no need to call the on test pause or failure.
No, no, it
Automatically
will be
it will
called
come.
automatically.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
And what is this one?
So
This
we
is
need
also
to
another
change
thing.
the pause only every time. Okay.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
again, suppose your test case is passed. So this time control will come here. Okay. So there is no need to take the screenshot, or you can write some lines here. Okay, whichever you want. So this is how we can use listener. So here I am not going to discuss the listener again. I am saying, okay, but here when you come use that, so that code will going to be the same, which is this code. Okay. So let me remove this. So we will use listener concept in our when we build our framework. So we will do this. Okay. So one more thing. Okay. So remove this. Okay. So we have taken the screenshot, but you can see if I open that screenshot file, this is the one. Okay, open it. This is the file, but here you will see, you can see that entire page screenshot is not present here, right? So you can see this only this screenshot is present here. But if I open that website again, okay, let us take Amazon for this time. Okay, so if I open Amazon website first, let us take the Amazon example. You will see. This. So let me copy the URL. Okay, so if I open, if I want to take the screenshot, okay, so let me write here one more thing. Here you can write that you want Amazon website. Okay, so let us try to take the screenshot. Okay, so I think I have removed that screenshot code as well. Okay, let me control that. Yeah, this is the one. So copy this and let me run this again. So okay, so again let me paste the screenshot code. Okay, I think I have to give it again. No issue. Copy this Amazon. Copy this and then paste it here. So okay, after that, what will happen? Amazon website will Amazon homepage screenshot will come in. So I will write amazon.jpg. So this time let me take a screenshot first, then I will take it. Okay. So this time let us give that file name extension is png. Okay, .jpg. So png format will be the file. So let us try to run this time. Okay, so from the next time I will maximize that from browser window. Okay. So test finished. So what is the file name? Amazon. Okay, come here. You can see this is the screenshot. Open this. You will see entire page screenshot is not here. Okay, only the part that is visible at a time. So, okay, you can come see here. When you will come to the top, only that page screenshot is captured. Okay, but suppose our client want whenever your test case will fail, give me the screenshot of the entire page. So how we can do that? Let us see. So, this. Okay. Also, you can see that this time extension is PNG. You can see item type PNG file. Okay, and when we have first taken, it is JPG. This is JPG file. Okay, and the second one I have changed that extension, so it is PNG file. Okay, so I have to take the screenshot of whole page. So Okay, so let me. Okay, so I have already saved this code somewhere else. Okay, so in the classroom I will provide. As of now, let me remove this. I will provide in the classroom. Don't worry. So if you take the screenshot, let me remove this. You can say for entire page. Okay, so if you have to take the screenshot of entire page, you have to scroll down as well. Okay, so if you have to take, you have to scroll down as well. Okay, so how we can do see here? So let me do one thing. Let me maximize the window first. I want that it should be the maximum window every time. Window. This is a simple command. Okay. After that, okay. So to take a screenshot of the entire page, we will use a short API. Okay, so this is the API. A short. You can say a short API. Okay, so first of all, let us get the dependency of this a short API, right? So how we can okay, let me write the correct one. A short. Okay. So I'm saying to take the screenshot of the entire page, we have to take the help of this a short API. Let me make this one. Okay. So this one. Okay. So to get the dependency of this, come to Google again. So you can see that how easy it is to work with Maven, because suppose if we are not working with Maven, then every time I have to go to my local project path and download the and provide the, you can say, dependency from my local machine, right? So when you work with Maven, it will be very easy. So again, type a short. You can see a short Maven dependency. So you can go with this one as well. First one. Okay, if I open this. Okay, and you can go with this one as well. I will go with this one. Why? Because I was again facing some kind of unnecessary error when I was going with this. Okay, so this one seems to be more stable. Okay, so I will suggest to go with this one. It is more stable. Okay, so this is the one, and this is the second one. So go with this one. Okay, or you can try with the first one as well. Maybe at that time stability will come. But as of now, let me go with the second one. Copy this and come to this com.xml file. Place the dependency. So you can provide anywhere. Let me provide it here. Control S. After that, jars downloaded, and after that what I have to do, first of all let me create the class object, which is this one. So how, with that only keyword we can create. If I write name a short, so this is the object created with the class. I think I have to import that a short. Oh, so sorry, capital H will come now. Here as well, capital H will come. Here, so I think I can import that. Okay, import a short. Okay, so import that, and after that there is one method which is called shooting. This is done, right? So let me write the code first, then I will explain you what are all these methods. Okay. So after that there is one more. So this is the method. Inside that method, what I will write? I will write there is the class shooting strategies dot for testing. I think it is the one. Yeah. After that, okay. So I will be explaining in a short while. Okay. Let me write 1000 here. Actually, it is 1000 millisecond. Okay, which is equal to 1 second. So if I provide 2000 millisecond, which will be equal to 2 seconds. So we will be seeing what this number will do in a short while. And after that, I will use one method takes screenshot. Okay, it is expecting our driver object. Place it here. So let me put semicolon at the end. I think it is done. Save it. So first, I have created the object. You can see this is the class. Class. See here. Okay, so I have created the object of this class. And once object is created, if we provide dot operator, then this is one method. Okay, so this method we will use, and inside that method we will provide some kind of strategy. means how we have to take the screenshot. So again we will use one more class. This is the class. Inside that class there is method viewport. You can see if I place what is the strategy. I am saying I will use the strategy to scroll down. I will scroll the my web page while shooting the screenshot. You can see it while shooting the screenshot. So what I'm saying, this method what it will do. I will scroll down, and when I will scroll down, I will take the screenshot every time. Okay. So this is how I will capture when I will reach till the end. I will be able to capture the whole screenshot. So what is this 1000? Again I'm saying this is in millisecond. So 1000 millisecond equals to 1 second. So if I provide 1 second, okay, so this is one. If I provide 1 second here, what will happen? If I come here, it will scroll within an interval of 1 second, right? So it will be very fast. Okay. After 1 second, it will scroll. After 1 second, it will scroll. Okay. So this is how this number will say. If I provide, you can say 7000 here, which is equal to 7 seconds. So if you provide 7000 here, so again it will start from the beginning. After 7 seconds, it will scroll. It will wait for 7 seconds, and after that, it will scroll. So that way, it will scroll in a, you can say, in a more time. So why this number is useful? Because sometimes it may so happen. Not all the website will, you can say, if I open this website, if I hit enter, then it is loaded. It has loaded the entire website. Okay, but sometimes it will happen when you scroll. Even after that, that below web page will load. Okay, when you try to scroll. So in that case, you can provide more time here so that website will load and then we can uh, scroll down. Okay, so let me put 1000 here as of now. So I want that it should scroll fast. After that, this is another method. Takes the screenshot of the whole page. So once we will come to the end of the web page, okay, after scrolling down, we came here and then what this method will do. It is saying I will take a screenshot of entire you can whole page. Okay. So provide the driver object here, then only it will be able to take the screenshot. And once we will get the screenshot, okay, again I will define one more variable so that I can catch the screenshot here. Okay, screenshot. So what kind of you can say variable it should be. So there is one class screenshot. Okay, capitalize it. Import the package. This is the only import package, so import it. So what this class will say? You can say, okay, so let me do one thing, let me explain it again. This is the class object. Inside that object there is one more method, shooting strategy. Okay, so you can see this is the method and this is the class. You can see C here. And this class will have one more method which is called viewport testing. So this method will actually scroll down within an interval of 1 second. Okay, and after it will scroll down to the end of the page. With the help of this method, we will just take the screenshot of the entire whole page. You can see the method it is same. Okay, so takes the screenshot of the whole page. So once we will get the screenshot from this line, I have to catch that screenshot. This is the reason I am defining this variable. So what this variable should be? It should be of type this class. Why this class? Because if I place my mouse, what this class is saying, I will capture the result of screen capture. It will say contains. I will contain the final image of the screenshot. So you can define that variable, and I'm making that variable of this class so that because this class has the capability to capture the result of the screenshot. Okay, so is it clear to everyone what this step will do? Is it clear?
Yes, yes, Smith.
Okay, so once you get the screenshot file here, again the same thing we will do. Again we will copy this. We will fetch the you can say screenshot from this variable to our local directory. So again we will use some this time, but I will use different class for the whole page. So there is one class which is called image. Sorry, image IO. Okay, if I put dot, there is one method which is to write I think it is this one. Okay, so let me remove this. Is it this method, this class? If I provide this class image IO, okay, this is a class. You can see a class containing. Okay, you can read it whatever it provides. So this class has one method which is write. So if I place my mouse, okay, so let me write first, then it will show about this method will be. So inside that again I will first write my, you can say, this is the variable that will have the entire screenshot in the form of file. So this dot, I am saying get me the image present inside you. Use this method, so it will get you the image. After that, I will define what should be the image format. So I am saying PNG format should be there. Okay. And after that, again I will do the same thing. I will copy that once I will get the image with the help of this method, get image. I will copy that in my local directory. So again the same, just kept it for the uh, simple screenshot. Okay, so provide the directory here. Provide the directory here. So double quotes. Okay, so come here. Let us do let us come here. Okay, so if I want to just paste that file here, okay, how we can do? Let us see what is the directory path. So this is the path. Copy the path. Okay, so come here and then provide the file here. Okay, after that, providing the path, what I have done previously, provide the file name. So let us define full screenshot. Any file you can define full screenshot. And what is the file extension PNG, right? So I think that's we have done. And let me remove that unnecessary space. Let us try to. Again, I'm saying this class have the method which is write. That write method you can say writes an image using this. So whatever it is. So what I'm saying, this write method will help you to copy that image, a screenshot from here. First, it will extract that image, a screenshot image with the help of this method. When it will get the image, it will place in this directory. Okay. So let us try to execute it. Then it will be more clear. So let us execute this time. So as of now, you can see no file is present here. So let us execute our test case. The website open and it will scroll down. Okay. You can see there is started to scroll and it will stop when it will reach the end of the Amazon website. It can and you can stop. Okay. After that, complete Eclipse. You can see your program is complete, terminated, which means your program execution is now complete. So let us check our directory. What is the file name? Full screenshot. Okay. So open this. You can see this is the one. If I open this, you can see that full page screenshot is present here. Okay. So I hope it is clear. You can see that you can see that this is the footer of the page. Okay. So is it clear to everyone that how we can keep the entire page screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Ambarasu, Sanjeev, Soumya.
Yeah, yes, Sumit, it's understandable.
Okay, so
Okay, so
let me share this.
let me share this.
Let me copy this. Okay. Let me save it. Otherwise, I think I have not checked this code. So, okay, I will do one thing. I will provide that code. Okay, later on in the classroom. After the, you can say after the class. Is it fine for everyone?
Yeah, yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes, Sumit.
So let a screenshot part we have done. Okay, and whatever the, you can say a screenshot, you have to use the same code. You can use in your framework. Okay. So this
Okay.
part we have complete. Okay, how to take the screenshot of the entire page or the page which is visible at a time. and let us discuss this concept, okay? Maven profiling. So let me do it here only. So let me remove this class. Okay, I will not require it here. So yeah, delete it. Okay, so inside it, let me create 4 class. So okay, this is the Maven project again. We want to start from the beginning. So this is the Maven project, and after that, let me remove this as well. We do not require it anymore. Okay, so you can remove this as well. A should API dependency remove. Selenium should be present because we are going to use that. Okay, okay, fine. So let me create
Uh,
4 class. New class. So suppose car test is one of the class. Car test. Let me remove it. And second class can be car and bike. Okay, finish. This is my second class and let me provide one more. So suppose this is my computer class. Okay, so I'm doing just random name. Okay, so that I will be easy. It will be easier to understand. And okay, one more class can be, let us define mobile. I think mobile is using, so mobile class. So these are our text mobile test. So okay, let me do one thing. Let me rename it. Okay, rename test here. I will be telling you that why I am writing test here. Okay, in a short while. There is some meaning that I am writing it here. Okay, so finish it. Bike test. It should be not class as of now. So rename it bike test. Okay, so these are our 4 classes, and let me define some test case here. Okay, so I hope you know in the test engine there is one test annotation which is at the rate test. So suppose if I have to define one more method in this class, public, this is the file. Okay, so let me provide one computer test case. Okay, public void computer. Let me write like that computer TC. This is one test case. So I will write when this method, this test case will execute. I will write computer test case test executed, something like this. Okay, okay. So this is just a method, but if I want to make that a test case, I will write test in the annotation which is at the rate test. So I think if you see, we have not. If I try to, okay, this is the class. I think. Yeah, this is that. If I try to import it, you will not see that test engine. Okay, so these are different. Okay, because you see we have not added test engine dependency here, so let's get it from that Maven repository, the test engine dependency. So write test engine search. That you can get the latest one from here. Here I am not getting any kind of issue, so you can go with the latest one. So this is the latest one. Copy this and okay, inside the dependencies tag you can place. So let me place it here. Hit Control and save. So after that come here again. This is the one we are working on. Yeah. If I do this step, you will see that import earlier this import statement is not present, but after I have added the testg dependency, I got this. So click this. Okay, copy this and in the likewise in the other test cases classes as well. Thank you. This time it is mobile test case, so I am writing mobile. So I will say mobile test executed if I execute this class. Likewise, mobile is complete, computer is complete. This is left. Need to provide one test case here. So this time it is car test case. So let's say as of now you can see that no code is present for the test case, but okay, you can implement it. Anyways, we have to understand the concept how we can use the Maven profiling. Okay, So car test executed, and this is also one of the one I will write, which is the one. It is bike. Right here, bike test case. So bike test executed. I think we have done for all the classes. Bike test. Okay, come to this. Car test case is also here. You can say I think it is fine. Come to this computer. And it is fine. And I think it is the mobile. Okay, mobile test executed. Fine. Okay, so save this. And after that, okay, so this is one thing. So here what I will do, I okay. So please confirm in this class how to trigger the Maven test case from the command prompt. It is not yet uh, told. Is it correct? What I'm saying, to execute the Maven command from the command prompt is not yet taught in this bench.
Yeah, correct. It's not done.
Yeah, thank you. So let me first come to C drive. Okay. So what I will do, we don't want to every time right click and trigger our test case, right? What I will do, first I have to execute every test case from the command prompt. So to do that, let me first right click and see where my project is located. So if you come to resource, this is the path where your project is located. Copy this path and in the command prompt, type cd, change the directory, right click, hit enter. So this is the directory where your Maven project is present. Okay. So before that, there is one. Uh, there is one. You can say plugin which is called Maven Purifier plugin. We have to add to. We are going to use this plugin that will help us to execute test case, and also it will help in Maven profiling, or you can say it will help in running our testing executable file from Maven. So this, so let us first get that plugin. Okay, so I just want to let you know this. Okay, so how to download? Let me come to my original browser. This is the one I think. Yeah. So here, what I will do? Let me. Okay, is the recording going on? Yes. So you can type Maven. You can see it is already suggesting Maven Surefire plugin. So this is the official website of Maven. Open it. So here Surefire plugin. So come to this fourth one. Sorry, third one, usage. So here you can see this is the Surefire plugin. So how to, if you provide like that, we will test. Okay. So let us just get this basic plugin. How you have to do? Just copy this from build to build. Okay. Copy this entire thing and paste it in your home.xml file. So you can provide that plugin information on the top of this tag. Okay. No issue. On this dependencies tag, okay, you can provide, paste it here, press Control Space, Control and save. Okay, after that, once it is done, so okay, I think it is fine. It is done successfully. After that, if I provide, so first you have to come to your project level. I came here, where is my exact project located. After that, if I, so there are three commands, which are first is Maven clean. So if I provide like that, it will come to my project and will delete all the unnecessary and you can say temporary file. Okay, so this is the first step. If I do like that, see what will happen, it will clean my project, which means it will remove my temporary file. So how it will do, see, so you can see build success, which means it has cleaned your project successfully. But if I provide like that, they will compile. So this is the second one, first clean and then compile. Okay, so this is another command. Maybe you will get error this time, so you will also see how to resolve that error. So let us wait for that. I think error we are going to get one error. Yes, you got the error, which is fine. So notice the issue here. It is saying source and the target. 5 is no longer supported. Use 700 meter. So this is the most common mistake. Even if you see that Stack Overflow and the many websites, this is the most common error many people will get. So what is the issue here? First, let us understand this. Okay, so you can see source option file. So if I come to that project again, Eclipse, this is the project. Copy, sorry, right click and click on property. And if you come to, I think, not this, come to this one. I think it is this one. Yeah. So what happened? Whenever you compile, or you can say whenever you compile, so there is one Maven compiler. Okay, Maven compiler that will compile the code, and that Maven compiler use this 1.5 version, which is listed here, 1.5. But by default, okay, I made some change. Let me open it again. What I'm saying, by default, Maven will point to this 1.5 version. But what they have done as of now, this version, which is 5, okay, 1.5, okay, it is returning 5, but it is 1.5, you can see. But this version is no longer supported by the Maven compiler. So what we have to do, we have to tell our Maven compiler in the pom.xml file. You can see use 700. So I will tell my Maven compiler in the pom.xml file that you have to use 7 or later, which means 8. So you can use 8 version of this, okay, so that error will be gone. So let us see how we can do that. So do not make any change here. Okay, you might think that I can change the version from here to here. Maybe that will work, but sometimes you will also going to get some kind of error from here. Okay, so do not change anything here. Okay, so I think let me cancel. So do not change anything here. In this properties tag itself, I will tell my compiler to go with 1.8 version. So how I can do? So I think I have already have those lines here. Okay, so if I come here, so here I have written, uh, yeah, if I copy this, here this is one command. If I let me paste on the top of my plugin. Okay, this is the plugin information. Paste it in. You can see this line and this line are the same. Okay, so paste this line here as well and remove this. So this way, what will happen? Okay, let me come to this. So this is the source. Okay, this is the source, and this is the target. This is the source, you can see, and this is the target. So what is the exact error? Read it again. Source option 5. So by default it is pointing to 1.5. So it is saying source option 5 is no longer supported. So if it is no longer supported, I am saying you can use source 8. Okay, I am saying source 8. So what this source is? This means if you want to use all the feature, if you want to use all the feature of the Java 8, then I am saying provide 1.8. Okay, and what is this target? You can see again, if I come here, target option 5. So by default it is pointing to 1.5, as I have shown you in that properties file of that project. It is pointing to 1.5, but it is no longer supported. So it is saying use 7 or later. So in the target option as well, this is our target. I am saying use 1.8 version. So what this target is, if I want this, these are my 4 class. If I want that these classes to be compatible with, let me write it here. If I want all these classes should be compatible with JVM 1.8, so then I will provide like this. Okay, so by providing this way, Maven compiler will going to use uh, version 8. Okay, so is it clear to everyone that what is the issue and how we are resolving it? Please confirm. Am I audible? Prashu, is it clear?
Yeah, yes, Sumit. So we need to take the latest and exact dependency,
Sorry.
correct? So we need to take the exact or latest dependency,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. So
Yeah. So
you might be wondering
you
that
might.
where it is. I think I have provided here. So see, I have not written this code, but actually I searched for this issue. So likewise, you can also do. Suppose what I have written, you can search Stack Overflow as well. So let me note this. So how I got this. So every time if you face any issue, then you can visit Stack Overflow. So I wrote source option file. If I write what is the exact error, this is the error. Okay. Okay. Note means so this is the exact error we got. And if you come to this Stack Overflow, so here they are also saying the exact thing. Okay. So you can it is saying that you can use one. So as of now, let me use 1.8. Okay. Here they are using you can say 1.6. Okay. So here they are providing this. If you do like that, you can see everyone has provided like that.
Correct,
What
correct.
this means I have already told you. Okay. So is it clear to everyone that how if you face any kind of issue, then you can just come to any
Yeah, yeah,
website? Is it clear to everyone?
yes, it's
Okay.
clear.
So I have already
Yes,
told
sir.
you
It's
about source and target case. Source means so that you will be able to you can say use all the feature of Java. And this target means if you want to your all your test class files to be compatible with Java JVM 1.8. Okay, then this is the step it is saying. So after that, let me save it. And if I see here, if I run compile again, this time Maven compile. Let us see whether is it able to compile it successfully or not. So this time we will use version 8. So I think we are not going to get the error. You can see it has compiled successfully. And what is our final step? So is it clear how we have compiled?
Yeah, yeah, yes, Sumit.
So this is another one. And when I provide like that, we will test all your test case, first, second, third, fourth will run. So if I provide like that, so it will run. Okay, it will run all the four test cases. But I think this time we will not going to see all the test case. So this is the common mistake many people will do. So I think this time only two test cases will run. Maybe. I'm not sure. I think it should run only two test cases. So you can see only two test cases run, right? So there is no issue with our code. Why it has only run two test case? Because you can see the star here. This test case is not saved yet. So save it first. Okay, then only it will be able to run. This test is also not saved. So this is okay. So remember this whenever you will get any kind of suppose you all the test cases are not running. So always check whether it is saved or not. Okay. If it is not saved, then you will get one star. Okay, which means it is not saved. So save it. Control S. I think all your test cases are saved now. Run it again. We will test. So I think when you provide test, we will test command, you will see that it is also compiling as well. I think nothing to compile. It has already compiled, but it will compile as well. Okay, so every time you do not need to provide Maven compile first. If you provide Maven test, it will compile as well. It will run the test case as well. So you can see here test run code, and this is the test case output. So is it clear to everyone that how with the help of this Maven test command we can execute our four test case? Okay, is it clear to everyone? You can see the output.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes,
so I hope it is clear to everyone. So what we will do, suppose your client come, okay, so you will never be sure that client won't, suppose client won't, I want to run only this test case. This is the how you can do. So if I want to run only this test case by test, what command should I provide? See here, let me first clear the screen. Okay, if I want to run only the by test case, I will write maven hyphen d. This is one command equals to what is the class name? I think it is byte test. This is our class name. Provide one instance, provide test. If I do like that, you will see only one uh, test case will run, which is present inside that byte class. So this time it should run only byte test case. So I think you will get into that. You can see. test run 1, this is the output. Okay. So likewise, again your client come, he said I want to run only mobile test case. So how you can do? You can again provide the same command. This is the one I think. So this time let me write it again. I want to run only word like that, and what is the class name that client said I want to run only mobile test case. So provide mobile test class name. This is our class name. And after that, write test, hit enter. You will see only uh, that mobile test case, whatever the test case we have in our mobile class will execute. So if you have two test cases present inside that, those two will execute. Okay. So let us check whether it is running mobile test. No. So we get a stop. What happened? Is okay. So it is going. It's a test. After that, mobile test executed. So this is how we can. Is it clear to everyone that how we can switch between the test case if you want to run only particular one?
Yeah, yes, Sumit.
Okay. Suppose again your client will come and he says this time I want to execute this test case and this test case at a time. Okay. In a single command he says I want to execute this one and this one. So how you can do? So first of all I have to run this test case. So this is the class name. So I will write Maven hyphen intensity. Provide the first class. This is the I think D. That is the one we are using. Maven hyphen D test. Okay. Provide the first class which is okay. What is the class name? It is byte test. Test. Okay. So after that put comma because I am having another class as well. So what is the second class? So let us go with this computer test as of now. So I want to execute the test case present inside the computer class. This is the one. After that press on space and write test. This way you can execute two classes simultaneously. So you can see like this you can do it for put one comma and provide the third class name and three test cases will execute. So let us wait for it to finish. Then we'll proceed further. Okay, so we have still not uh, done our actual concept, which is profiling. So I will be coming to that shortly. Okay. So anyways, we are running out of time, but let us extend this session. So please do not leave the session. Okay. Please manage. So let us wait for that to finish. I don't know why it is taking longer time. I think I should close my browser, close this CMD and run it again. I think okay, let us wait. Okay, I will do one thing. Let me run my CMD again. It is taking more time. I don't know why. Let me do it again. CMD change the directory from here to our directory. So copy this resource, copy this, and paste it here. Okay, we came here, and after that let me put Maven text. I think Maven text hyphen D. Is this is the one Maven text hyphen D text equals to what is the one we have to test? We have to provide the two classes which is byte test first. So I will write byte test over. Second one is let me run computer test class. Computer, computer test, and after that I will provide the test. Okay, it is fine. Wherein I have data is equals to, yeah, let me end it again. Okay, it is restricted. Okay, it is, okay, finally it is done. So you will see only bike and computer test. So bike and computer will run, because I'm saying, you can see bike and computer test cases are running. Okay, so this will also, if the client will say, then you can run that test case simultaneously. So is it clear to everyone?
Yeah, yes, Sumit.
Okay. So, okay, so let me do one thing after that. Okay, so okay, so after that, what I will do, let me create one test engine. So I hope you know how to convert your test case to test engine. Right click, test engine, convert to. Actually, I am generating one test engine XML file. So I think we will convert to test engine. Okay, so one more thing. Okay, I was thinking that I was missing something. So here you can see if I create one more class, let us define class name as any class you can define. Let us define this class. Okay. Inside that class, there is one more class which is called demo, and let me write one method here as a test, and after that I will write something called as a demo test case. You can define any name. I will write system.out.println demo test case execute. So let us check whether it is executed or not. So import this, save the file, save the file first. Okay. So no error. If I run this Maven test application, as you know, we have already seen that if you write Maven test, it will going to execute all your test case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let us see whether we are getting the 5 test side. You can see test run code. So 5 test cases are not run. And which is the test case? Demo test case is missing. So why it is happening? So if I do like that, then you will understand from yourself that why it is happening. Create that file. Then it is, yeah, reflector demo. I will write test at the end of it. If I finish, yeah, it's fine. Save the file. Okay. So keep remember that save the file. Otherwise, it may miss some of your test cases which are not saved. So again, I will write Maven test. This time, let us see what is the count. Again, it is started, and this time test. You can see test run 5. This time, this test case is also able to run. So I hope you got why I am writing test here. So what happens? Maven with Maven compiler will recognize the test case only if you have test uh, TEST text present after the class name. So is it clear to everyone? Like writing test is mandatory here. Okay, at the end of every file. Is it clear?
Clear.
Yes, sir.
So now let us see our concept of profiling. Maven profiling. Okay, so till now we have not discussed. Now we'll discuss. So what happens? Okay, so before that, let me do one thing. I have already created, I think, test engine example file. Okay, I have not created, so convert to test engine. So you can finish. Okay, so I think, yeah, this is the test engine file. So suppose I do not want to run. What I do, I will just suppose in my test engine example file. Let me remove this last two. Save it. So in my testing XML file, okay, so I hope you know that file will create so that we can run our test case at once. So let me create my testing XML file, and through Maven, I want to execute only these 3 test cases, not the entire. Okay, so what how we can do, see here, then we will move to profiling. So if you want to use TestNG, if you want to trigger only TestNG XML, then this Surefire plugin will also going to help you. How? So come to that again. If you want to know how, come to that again. You can say, wait. This is the official website. Okay, and this is the official website. Like this. Here they also told me look on this exchange and come to this. You come here, you will find this using testing. They have written a one lead documentation. If you come here using testng XML file, okay. So if you this is your you can say I hope you remember that this is the plugin. Inside that plugin, if we provide like that from here to here, copy this. Okay, from here to here, copy this, and after this version, provide that. Copy this, and you can see after this version, provide that copied text. So here, what I'm saying, when I will run my Maven, you can say test case. Okay, so this is the plugin which this Maven plugin will help us trigger our test case. So whatever the test case you have triggered, Maven Surefire plugin, this plugin is helping us. So once we will again say Maven test. What will happen? This will trigger all the test cases, which are 5 in this case, if I provide Maven test. But here you have added this configuration. Okay. So what happens when you will provide Maven test? So Maven will come to this plugin. So it will see that you have provided one configuration. Here you are saying to execute this testng.xml file, not all these test cases, right? So this way, if you have one testng.xml file, then with the help of Maven, you can provide that. You can trigger that. But just you have to provide these lines in your plugin. So this is your plugin, and inside the plugin, I have told that run my testng.xml file. Okay. So let us see. So how many test cases are present inside this? Only 3 test cases are present. So if I try to run this, they will test again. This time you will see it will invoke testng.xml file. So wait for that to finish. It has again started. You will see it should run only 3 test cases. You can see test run 3. Okay, so if I show you what are the test cases which we have, bike, computer, and mobile. You can see bike, computer, and mobile. So likewise, you can see. I think it is bike, computer, and mobile. So likewise, if I made any changes to my given file, suppose if I want to run only these two, so that we provide only one. This time only one test case is going to execute because we have only one test case in our test example file. So if you press that command again from the command prompt, then this time it will invoke only one test case, which is bike. You can see. I think we should execute bike only. So let us wait for that to finish. It has executed, and you can see test run 1, and this is the only test case. So is it clear to everyone how to invoke test in the XML file? Then I will proceed forward.
Yeah, you can proceed.
Sorry?
Yeah, you can proceed.
Yeah,
It's
thank you.
understanding.
So, okay, so suppose if you have one more test in the XML file, so let me create one test in the XML file again. Okay, let me copy this. So I am now moving to this profiling concept. Okay, finally. So profiling concept, we will see what is this profiling concept. So let me create one XML file as well. Okay, so copy this code and just paste it here. Yeah, paste. So let me define this file as test.ng smoke. So this test.ng file will have my smoke test case. So, yeah, okay. And let me rename this file again. Okay, where is this reflector? Yeah, rename to test.ng. You can say regression. So this is my regression test case. this test ng XML will have those classes which contain regression test case. Okay, so okay, so if I come here, this is the regression one, and this is the, so let me first come here. So let me do one thing. Okay, let me get one more class here. Let me provide two more classes, one class extra. So what is that? What should be the class name? So let me provide. This is our bike test. Okay, and let us define the car test case here. So let me write car. This is our class. So these two test cases will going to execute. And I'm saying this is my regression test case. So both these test cases are the regression test case. So once they will execute, let me write in the output as well. So you will be able to see whether our regression test cases are executed or not. So regression, regression. Okay. Sorry. Okay, is it fine? So regression I will run it here, and in that car one as well. So this I'm defining that these are my regression test cases. Provide that here. Regression car test executed. So you can see. Okay, so this is there is one more file which is smoke. So starting of the two test cases are regression one, and let me define these two demo and the mobile test case as smoke test case. So in that you can say println I will write smoke, you can say demo. Okay, save it, and here I am defining that to be a smoke test. So this is my smoke test case. So if I come here, so demo and the, so let me write demo here because in that testing the example file I am saying this is my demo. This is my smoke test case. So it will execute this file. Inside that, the smoke test case is present. So likewise, we have mobile as well. So smoke, this is the one, and paste it. And this time, I want that last class, which is mobile. This is this class will also have this class will also have my, yeah. I think it is fine. So these two classes have the test case which are smoke. So I am providing that in test in the smoke file. Okay, means it test in this smoke file. So I think it is clear. Demo test is the one and the mobile test is the one. Okay, fine. After that, in this regression file again, let me tell you, we have two classes. Both of these classes will have which are bike and the car. You can see bike and the car first two. They will contain our regression test case. This is the regression test case, and this is also the regression test case. So I am defining that file as regression test case. So is it clear to everyone that what till now I have done? I have just separated the test case. Then
Yeah.
we will see the last part which is main profiling. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, yes, Sumit.
Okay. So see here. So as of now we have two smoke test and two regression test in the file. Okay. So this is the file. We'll have two test in the XML file, and likewise, and this first file. Okay. So this what I have written here is the same thing I have done there. Okay. So suppose if you have 100 test cases here. Okay. Just assume you do not have test assume as of now. So suppose in that your client come to you, okay, and he says that I want to run only smoke test case which are present in this file. So what you will do? Will you, okay, what you will do? You can come to this XML file and I will write test in the underscore smoke. So what will happen? Okay, so we are just running our test in the XML. So this will run this XML, which is fine. So after that again client will come to you. Okay, client will come and he says, uh, I want to run only regression test case which is present in this file. This one. So will you going to again go to this file and change the file name to regression? So you can do that and it will work. But every time you have to do that. So this is not a good approach. Okay. So you have to have some hold on this plugin. So every time you will say from that command prompt that which suit test case I have to run. So for that reason, I will use the concept of profiling. So is it clear to you now that you can do like that, but it is not a good approach. I hope you are able to understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. Correct.
Okay, so we will use the concept of Maven profiling. So how we can do? So see here, on the top of this build tag, I will write one profiles. I will create Maven profile. How we can do? I will write profiles. Okay, so this is the parent tag, just like the dependencies tag. It will have multiple profile. So this is my first profile. Okay, and this is my another profile. So this is the parent one, and inside that I am providing these two profile. So let me hit enter. Okay, so this is the first profile, and come down, and this is my second. So inside that first profile, this is my first profile. I will provide the profile. I will provide the profile ID. I will say ID. I am saying that this profile will contain my regression test case. Regression. Okay, you can give any name. It's up to you, right? You can give any name, but as of now, let me give this name as well. Okay, so inside that regression ID is there, and after that, whatever the code you have written here, this plugin, whole plugin, copy this, cut this whole plugin, and paste it in that first profile. After that, paste it here. Let me remove that unnecessary spaces. Okay, let me remove. This is the one. Uh, yeah, fine. So what I have done, again I am saying I have created one profile to parent profile stack. Inside that you can have multiple profile. So this is my first profile whose ID is regression. You can give any name. Inside that I am pasting this. So what is the regression test in the XML file I will place here? Because this is my regression profile, and with the help of this profile I want to trigger this first one, test in the regression file. And inside that, after that, I have created, I think this is my second profile if I remove that space. This is my another profile. Okay. Okay, so this is the first one. So first profile is ended here. You can see slash, which means it ended there. And this is also my second profile. Okay. Inside that, I will create another ID, but this time I will define that ID name as smoke. So here, this profile will have my smoke test case. You can write any name. Again, I am saying. And inside that, what I have to paste, copy this. Again, copy this entire and place it here. But here I have to do one change. As this is my smoke profile, I want to trigger this file, smoke, test in the smoke. Just change the name here. That's it you have to do. So what is happening? Whenever I will say from the command prompt that I want to trigger the regression test case, so I will provide this ID, and then when I will provide this ID, it will just execute this block, and due to that, we have provided this file, and it will execute. Likewise, when I will say from the command prompt that I want to execute this smoke test case file. Sorry, I want to execute smoke test case, so I will provide this ID name, right? So you have to provide whatever you are defining here. Okay. Once I will define, so maybe compiler will come to here to this block. Okay, this time it will not go to this one because I am providing the different name. It will come here and just it will execute this. Here I am providing the smoke. You can say smoke test file. It will go here and it will execute all the test cases. So this is where how we can use the concept of profiling in Maven. So let us also see from the command from that what is the command we have to provide if we have to use this. So let me first clear the screen. Let's see. Okay, so let us check whether we have saved all the file or not. So I think every file is saved here. Okay, file is saved and come to this command prompt. Type Maven text. Okay, so, command is different. Some different here. Okay, type -p after providing one space. Type capital P. So this capital P stands for the profile. Okay, so give it a second. I think. What is the command I have to use? Test. Okay, after that you have to write the class name. No, sorry, not the class name. Here, you have to provide your, let me write it here, ID name. So what is ID name? That is first, try to provide the first ID name, which is, okay, let me go with this one. this is the ID name smoke. If I want to copy this here, and instead of this ID name, what I have to provide the actual ID name. So paste it in. So this is what I'm saying. Run the go to this profile smoke and execute the test.ng XML file. So let us try to hit enter. You will see test.ng smoke file execute. So let us see here. It has started. When it tests it, you can see only the smoke test cases are executed, and those two are the mobile and demo, which are small. So if I see showing here mobile and demo and the mobile. So this is how you can take a control over the profile, and whenever the client, suppose this time client will say I want to execute the regression testing. So you do not have to change that in the file every time. Come to this. This is that the address. Come to this and just say Maven test provide one space hyphen check temp and write regression. So I think this is the one. So you have to provide the exact ID name. I think it is for that. Let us check. So what is this? So I think it is. You can see, yeah, it's more R is there. So copy this one and provide the exact ID. So let us check whether it is working with a capital N as well or not. Let us try to see. I think it should throw error. Maybe it will take capital as well. So let us validate that here. I have provided the correct ID as I think. So you can see that it has not found that uh, because I have provided. You can see I have provided where it is. I have provided on the pro. Yeah. So capital N is there. So what happened? It did not find the exact profile, and after that, by default, it executed our 5 test case. Okay, these are our 5 test case. Why this happened? Because it not match the profile name because small r is here. So by default, it triggered for the 5 test case. So if you have to trigger only that particular one, so provide the accurate name. So type small r here, and this time if I say enter, this time it will going to execute only 2 test cases present inside the regression testing file. So see here. Pressing feature. Only 2 test cases are run this time. Okay, so ID providing the ID name is case sensitive. So is it relative everyone? This time you can see only 2 test cases are run. So this is how the main profiling concept works. Likewise, you can have n number of tests in the XML file and you can define n number of profile as well. So is it relative everyone?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay, so I think I think it is clear to everyone because how many people are there? Many people have left no issue. So I will be sharing the recording as well. Okay, after the classroom. So thank you everyone for attending today's session. I hope you like the content as well. I will share the code and the recording after the class.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So Soumya, is it
Thank
clear?
you.
Okay, anyways, I think Soumya is not able to listen me or I don't know. So anyways, I will provide the recording. Thank you everyone for attending the class. Let me stop the recording.